let's continue this theme of going back to. Maybe we're going back to the cinema, maybe. Are we going back to work? If we've left the office, we're working from home, when are we going to go back? The gentleman, bottom right-hand side of your screen, is Gregg Smith. I read his stuff, and he says we are going to go back to work quickly. Return to work is the movement that we're about to enter. Tell me more, Gregg.
Hey, good morning, Stuart. Look, I think we're in the near term, we're going to witness in the next probably 3 to 4 months a return to the office. We all know that the way we've worked has become distributed. It will change and will become flexible into the future. But I think people crave getting back to the office. They crave maybe playing a little dress up. And as you talked about, we want to get back to the movies. We want to get back on family vacations. And I think it's coming. I see some of that empirical evidence in some of my portfolio companies that cater to this market, particularly in the food delivery space, where we're seeing a massive pickup just in the last few weeks of food deliveries. So I think these are early signs of people are beginning to get comfortable of returning to work. I don't necessarily see it here in New York City yet, but I believe that we're within months away of that happening. And we're almost going to have a prison break economy soon, where people are just busting to get out.
Look, I'd love to see it, but I think liability protection is a very big deal. I mean, if you go back to the office and you get yourself a case of COVID, you sue your employer on the grounds, hey, you brought me back to work and you didn't keep me safe. I mean, there's no liability protection at the moment, is there?
No, there isn't. And look, again, it's going to be flexible. It's going to change for the foreseeable future. And I think companies will adopt different cohorts. We see it happening in schools, right? Our kids are attending schools. Some are going for Monday and Tuesday, and then they're doing remote learning for the rest of the week. So I believe companies will begin to adopt a similar measure going forward. And again, New York is probably more challenging due to the nature of the large towers we have here and the elevators, so getting traffic in and out of buildings here is probably far different than in a city like Atlanta. So I think we're going to see that.
Gregg, I've got to leave a few seconds for Snap. You've been big on this stock. You own it. You've recommended it at least twice in the past, and you've been right that it keeps going up. I think you've got a new target price. So what is it, $99 on Snap? Tell me.
I do. You know, I've been a bull on Snap since October. I first shared it with you on the show when it was 26 and shared a personal $67 price target. I think there's a lot of evidence what's happening with Snap. As you know, historically, this was a product used by middle schoolers to send cute messages to their friends. But I think that Snap is really deserves a seat at the big boys table. It's become another arrow in society's social media quiver alongside of Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I think they've introduced a lot of new products in the last several months here, which are going to really expand the demographic of users. It's going to create a massive network effect. And we're seeing more and more advertisers come in and move their dollars into Snapchat. So I think all of that is going to lead to increased growth and expanding their share of the pie. So I think we could see Snap trade to $99 in the next year.
You said it on tape, $99 in the next year for Snap. Okay, we'll come back and justify that. Gregg Smith, thanks for joining us. See you again real soon.